So here we are with Assetto Corsa Competizione running on the Steam Deck OLED. And I've got to say, it's holding steady at around 50 FPS, which is surprisingly playable for a game this demanding. This isn't just a casual racer. ACC is known for its simulation-level physics and visuals, so seeing it run this smoothly on a handheld is kind of wild. The OLED screen really brings the game to life. The blacks are deep, the track lights pop during night runs, and the car interiors look way sharper than on the original LCD model. Of course, 50 FPS isn't flawless. You can feel the occasional frame pacing hiccup, especially when there's a lot going on, heavy rain, multiple cars on screen, but it's still consistent enough to enjoy. And considering it's running without any external GPU or docked performance boost, this is impressive straight out of the box. Thermals are well managed too. You can feel the heat, sure, but it's not throttling, and fan noise stays reasonable. This kind of performance on a handheld sim rig is next level. Tweak a few settings, maybe lower shadows or turn off motion blur, and you might even get it closer to a locked 60. For sim racing on the go, this is easily one of the best portable setups I've tried. Now that it's locked at 60 FPS, Assetto Corsa Competizione feels noticeably smoother. The steering input, camera movement, and overall handling are way more responsive. It's like the game's finally breathing properly. The OLED screen enhances that fluidity even more, especially during fast corner transitions and night races with dynamic lighting. You still have to tweak the settings, medium to low on shadows and effects, but once you dial it in, the experience is incredibly playable. For a sim racer that's this graphically intense, running it at 60 on a handheld is nothing short of impressive. At 70 FPS, the game feels incredibly fluid, almost console-level smooth. The controls are razor-sharp, and the OLED screen makes every frame look crisp and vibrant. You really notice it in fast corners and cockpit view. The response time is next level. For a handheld, ACC running this well is seriously impressive. Running at 80 FPS, Assetto Corsa Competizione is buttery smooth on the Steam Deck OLED. The increased frame rate makes everything feel ultra responsive. From throttle control to steering precision, it's just dialed in. The visuals shine too. That OLED contrast really pops with the track detail flying by. Even in tight races or wet conditions, there's no stutter. It holds up impressively well. For a portable sim racing experience, this is peak performance on a handheld. Now we're hitting 90 FPS on Assetto Corsa Competizione, and the difference is immediately noticeable. The responsiveness is on another level. Steering inputs feel instantaneous, throttle and brake modulation are more precise, and overall, it's like the car is reading your mind. Everything just flows. The OLED screen makes this even more immersive. Colors are richer, blacks are deeper, and at this frame rate, motion clarity is incredibly sharp. It's especially noticeable when you're racing in fast sections or during sudden transitions. No screen tearing, no stutter, just smooth performance. The game looks amazing at this speed. Lighting effects, reflections, and track detail all hold up, even in more demanding scenarios like rain or night races. The Steam Deck OLED is handling it like a champ. You'd think a sim this intense would struggle at high frame rates on a handheld. But here it is, pushing 90 FPS without feeling unstable. If you're a serious sim racer and want performance without being tied to a rig, this is absolutely the way to go.